And let me hit record. Yes. Okay, so good evening. This is Shannon Gronich and friends here with the Business Acceleration Network Mentor and Mastermind Monday, where we come together to support each other, to network, to mastermind here virtually. And one of the greatest things about this is just each Monday we do this is completely different. The questions are different. Who shows up is different. But the outcome of collaboration and resource sharing and connections and ideas is limitless. I've sat here and taken notes with some of the incredible things that happen. And if you're watching us on Facebook, you can go to businessacceleration.secrets.com, businessacceleration.secrets.com, and actually join the Zoom and connect there. Or you can feel free to pop in any questions or any shout outs that you would like us to do, because we can work both at the same time. I see Cheryl Fryer, I see Patty, Grant, Terry. Hello, Terry Shepard. Welcome. So, and we have David. Yay! We got a lot of people coming on tonight. Hi, Douglas. Hi, Daryl. So we are just coming off of a little bit of a high because we just finished the 10th Business Acceleration Summit in spite of every obstacle that life could give, including AC going out in the ballroom and moving from one hotel in the middle of the conference and packing up everything and going to another hotel. It was absolutely incredible to see our community come together and make it happen, as Bert would say. So one of the things we do here is we give each one of you an opportunity to share who you are, what you're looking for next, and how we can support you. Is there a goal or a challenge that you would like support with in your business? Looks like my little guy just snuck in here. So let's go ahead. I know we have some new people on. I'd love to hear from Douglas. Can we put you on the spot as a newbie?
Of course, yeah. So I just moved to Satellite Beach from Columbus, Ohio, and I'm an entrepreneur, have been pretty much since I was in diapers, I suppose, or just out of them. But yeah, so I have a business called Rocket Cards, and we do digital feedback. Basically, anybody who cares about what their customers think, we help them get feedback on the spot while the customer is still present. So it's all via text. It starts with a text, and so it's a fun business. And I've been working with small businesses for a little over 20 years now, and just love to support them in any way that we can.
That's great. I'm sitting here right now putting together the finals of the surveys from our event, and I'm thinking, gosh, I should have did it right on site, right on hand. It was one of the things on my to-do list. So
yeah.
So is it through an app? I'd love to just ask a couple of questions. Is it through an app or?
No, so it all starts with a text. So events and restaurants are really our low-hanging fruit. So in an event environment, when you have a speaker who finishes, you can invite all of the guests to send a text that would then deliver the survey right to their phone via a mobile-friendly website. They complete the survey, and then sometimes you can also use that as a way of enticing them to, or you can use a tool to entice them to complete it. So it might be like free registration for next year, like, enter to win kind of thing. So you can, or maybe you have giveaways or whatever else, or free drinks. Everybody loves those. So
ethical bribe is what Hugh Ballou calls it, an ethical bribe.
Right, exactly. So, but yeah, so events are great, especially when there's breakout sessions and you can figure out what speakers for the event were working and what speakers weren't.
Well, that's great. So. Wonderful. Well, welcome to our community. Thanks. It's really special.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the warm welcome.
So we would love to have you share, if you want, in the chat room. Go ahead and put in your website. Is there a goal or a challenge that we can help you with tonight?
So at this particular point, just dropped my stuff. So just moving here last month. Really at this point, I'm looking to network and meet people. And of course, you know, whatever it is that I can do to help other businesses, or anyone else for that matter. I'm part of a leadership training program, and I love supporting people with anything that they have going on, whether personal or business. You know, if there's anything I can do to help, I'd love to. So.
Perfect. Well, I definitely would love to learn more. Can I give you my email real quick?
Yeah, of course. 1 second here.
It's info@Shannon Gronich, and I'll go ahead and put it in the chat room too, because I would love to learn a little bit more, and it sounds great. Everybody should be getting feedback from their customers. It's a great tool to grow your business and grow your referrals.
Agreed. And I'll go ahead and I'll throw my the website up there as well.
Okay, perfect. And then feel free, because this is Douglas, this is designed as a mastermind where obviously we have some of our mentors here, but we found that every single person that joins this has some wisdom and knowledge to share. So if there's something that you have, just, you know, chime in and please
Sure.
share.
Sounds great. Thanks so much for the warm welcome. I really appreciate that.
Oh yeah. We're glad that you're here. Okay, Gio is one of our mentors. He helped us with our Master of Ceremonies with our Visionary and Awards this last event, which was awesome. And so, we just lost Robert. Darn it, I was hoping to, hopefully he'll chime back on. So Gio, go ahead and say hello.
Hello, and what a great summit it was. Oh my gosh. Shannon, you did a great job. Your team did a great job. The energy in that room was something I don't think I've ever experienced in any other conference, summit, seminar, gathering, group, club, whatever. I mean, honestly, it truly was. There was a feeling in that room of just of complete collaboration and love for everybody and working together. And you know, I think we were brought closer by the fact that we did have to be adaptable and make moves, you know, on the fly, and everybody just went with it. So it was great. It was you know, in the world of public relations, that's a win right there. That is attending to your public and taking care of them and you know, treating them like gold and even with everything else that was happening. So congratulations and thank you again for letting me be a part of it. I was truly honored to lend my talents and skills and help out wherever you said go. So.
Awesome. Well, you did incredible, and I was so glad to have you there on the marketing panel and everything that you contribute, because you also come there and give and share and help create that feeling of community and that we can conquer, you know, we can conquer anything together. So thank you for bringing your PR savvy and your contacts and all that you give.
Yeah. You know, and that's, and often I tell people that, you know, public relations is more than just getting media coverage. You know, public relations is really this. It's how you treat your customers, your clients, your audiences. You know, what feeling do they have when they interact with your brand? And so much of PR is really built on, you know, that relationship that you develop with your customer or client, how you know, interact and what values you espouse and how you handle adversity. You know, it's not always, you know, beautiful roses and butterflies and sunshine. It's, you know, there's a lot of tough decisions that have to be made for the good of the company, for the good of the employees and for the good of the customers. And you have to weigh all those things and do your best to get the best image and the best message out. And that's what I do. I help businesses grow their brand, market their products and services, create just a super affinity with the people that they work with and do business with. You know, I want everybody to be a raving fan of the businesses I represent. I want to see every business that I help grow their profits and really walk the walk and talk the talk when it comes to being a truly great brand. So my help, what do I need? Clients that want to grow, clients that really want to, you know, take their business to the next level, because it's so many times they're so good at what they do. They know how to make a a product. They know how to offer and provide a service. They have no idea how to take that brand and turn it into an understandable, recognizable entity that makes people want to do business with them. So you got them out there, I got them, and I'll take care of them. So.
Well, I'm just going to brag about Gio for a minute. He is incredible at writing AP-style press releases, one of his thousands of talents. And the cool thing about how he writes them is they actually get picked up. And I know that he's a number of our article, things that he submitted has been picked up. And anything about publicity, you can have one article take it took one of our events from 500 to 2,000 just from some of the earned publicity. So Gio, you are a master at that. And I also love how you tell a story. And, it's easy to focus on the kind of negative news of what's wrong, but you always have a way to really leave this uplifting and empowered news, which is awesome.
Yeah, you can have bad news, but it doesn't have to be. You can show what the positive is, what the positive result can be. We often talk about statistics and have anecdotal stories about things that happen bad for people or businesses. But what you do is you really try to find the positive. You want at all times to accentuate the positive. Where did I hear? There's a song with those words in it. And but you do. It's building goodwill. It's being a leader. It's motivating people to hear and think and say the message that you want in a very positive and uplifting way. People want to be happy when they're doing business with you, even in their saddest times. They want to be happy to be able to work with you, be satisfied, be comfortable, walk away saying, you know what, it was worth my time, effort, and money.
Absolutely. Great. So if somebody is looking to explore what it's like to connect with you, what would be the best way for them to reach out?
Well, okay, you get this thing, it's called a bat signal, and you put it on a really bright light and shine it into the night sky, and then I show up. Or you can reach me, you can visit my website at roperandpartners.com. You can email me at geo@roper and the word and partners.com. So geo@roperandpartners.com, or find me on Facebook, either GOA Roper or Roper and Partners.
Perfect. And so you also, I know, before I move on to David, you also are looking for people to join your Ask a Pro.
Oh, that little show I do, yeah.
That little show. That's a great show. That's a great big show with a lot of good content.
Ask the Pros. Ask the Pros is on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock on Facebook Live on the Roper and Partners page. And we talk about various things that relate to businesses and their public relations and marketing strategies, efforts and outreach, all the things that they do and how they can improve that. One of the things I love to do is help people really be able to grow their business by sharing what I know in bits and pieces, so that it gives them some kind of an understanding of what public relations and marketing is about and what they can do to improve their brand and their story. And so tomorrow, actually, I'm going to be talking about why you should have a public relations and marketing strategy and what that exactly is, because I am running into businesses that have no idea what PR is, what public relations really is. And without good public relations, you really don't have a brand or a business. Bill Gates said, if I had $1 left in my account, I'd spend it on PR. Richard Branson says that one good story about a company is worth tens of thousands of dollars in advertising. So, public relations and telling a great story and getting that story out to the right people, that's what it's all about.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Gio. So anybody that's here watching, you've got a few marketing experts that we love marketing questions, whether you're a speaker, author, want to talk about ways to get it out there. This is great. So David Dunworth, he is one of our, I just unmuted you, one of our mentors. How are you?
I'm terrific, Shannon. How are you doing? Hello, everybody. Oh, and welcome. Welcome down there. Glad you found us tonight. That's great.
It
We
was
hope to
surprising
have
you
a
were
great
here.
relationship with you.
You said that you had a class tonight, so I'm like really excited that you're here.
Well, I had a radio interview, and it started early, so it got off early. I was happy about that, so I could jump on. So that went really well. Ultra Life Radio on blogtalkradio.com. So that was it went really well. I'm pretty pleased with that. And I've been smiling an awful lot since the BAS, I'll tell you that. Natalie really did something to me. I can't stop grinning. So
Nadia
really,
Hall, yes, she's
right, Nadia. So I'm really pleased about life in general. It's good. Little miracles are happening, and it just keeps rolling. So real pleased.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your generous contributions to our case, the grand prize, which was $4,800. Well, there was a potential of over $1 million because there's a bunch of lottery tickets in there. But and all that you did, I know that you were doing a bunch of work with the nonprofits that were there. So thank you for your contributions. How can we serve you tonight? What can we do to support you?
Well, a couple of things. I'm a little behind my work. I still have work to do tonight to get a message out to everybody. Mark your calendars, folks. There's 2 dates that are really important that are coming up. The first one is October 17th, and that's the next meeting of the Entrepreneurs Marketing Mastermind of Brevard County. That's at 6 o'clock. It's a dinner meeting where my good collaborative partner down there, Gio Ropert, and I will be doing some free marketing and PR training as our way of giving back to the community, and it's at the Mansion Restaurant. We'll have a private room, dinner meetings. It's all separate checks. So there'll be some really good training on both PR and a marketing tactic and help with implementation too. So that's a good date to keep track of. And the next big date is October 25th, which is 8 days later. And that is the masterclass on going from zero to hero in only 5 steps. It's a free 2-hour masterclass training. And looking forward to that. The marketing for Hold the Date was supposed to go out this evening, and it's not midnight yet, so I'm working on it. So if you could just spread the word about the Brevard County Free Mastermind, I'm sure that would be real helpful, because we'd really like to help as many people as we can, and we're looking forward to that. We already have some new members that have joined since the BAS, so I'm pretty pleased about that. And I think we're up to 45 people now, Gio. That's pretty good. So we're getting excited about that. That's what you can do for me.
That is awesome. Okay, so we've got the 17th and the 25th. 17th is the mastermind and here at the Mansion. I love the Mansion. It's such a great place to host meetings. And then the 25th is Zero to Hero. That's a virtual class, right? So anybody.
Right. That's an online webinar, and there will be a series of postings with some. I'm giving away some free ebooks. I'm giving away copies of my new book that's coming out, and I'll even pay the postage. So that's going to start rolling out sometime next week. There'll be some emails going out, some postings on Facebook and LinkedIn, and several of the other social sites.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, no, I think Sonia just plugged in so you could hear her back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so got a lot of freebies coming up, and the class will be announced. The master class will announce the new course that's coming out, and we've added yet another guest presenter. So we've got 8 of us all together teaching. Gio's one of them.
Do you want to say something? No.
So I've got a guest presenter every week, all 7 weeks, plus I'll be master of ceremonies and doing marketing training on that section too. So it looks to be really a lot of fun. Oh, and I did get a nice message from the winner of the case. Val Leckman said, Oh, I went through the case and I found your envelope, and oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Can you make sure I'm participating in that? What's the next step? So she's real excited about it too.
So
That's great.
The case is the acronym. It was literally this huge tub with flat screen TV and movies and all kinds of stuff. But CASE stands for Cooperation Activates Success for Everyone. And so we had everybody put in goodies, and it was a lot of fun. And David, I think you gave the highest valued goodie. So thank you so much.
Well, it's my pleasure.
Perfect. So we have a couple of other young ladies joining us, and Sonia, we're going to unmute you and check in. So on the mastermind, we love to hear what you're up to, and if there's any goals or challenges we can help you with. You're on.
So I am at CEO Space this week. Tonight was night one, so that's why I'm in the car. And I really would like to see my January 11, 12, 13 wellness retreat in my home full. It's only 16 people, and so that's my main goal. However, you got to start at hello and not at, a 2.5-day retreat. So I'm snapping for remote treatment and my Facebook challenge, which will be where people will introduce to me. So snapping, going with the target market of anxiety. And Alon was doing amazing while I was up there staffing. He was down in the lobby communicating and selling, and we have like 3 people and 2 people booked to come to our what is it called at the end? The expo.
Expo booth. Yay!
Yeah, and we only have 16 slots there. I think Suite 16 happens to be following us, so that's our number. So just having our expo full and getting lots of See Me cards on Friday when I do the snap, and Bernie Plus is my snap in front of the room.
Perfect. So after we check in with Kimberly, would you like to have us mastermind on ways to fill your retreat? Would that be something that would be of value to you?
Yes, that would be great. Yep, we can do that. Perfect.
Okay. So let's check in, and Douglas, we want to hear from you too if you have any words of wisdom. Let's check in with Kimberly with Biz Is.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hey, it was a pleasure being with you guys this weekend. There's nothing like your events, Shannon. Really appreciate it. I wish I was there Thursday too, but you get what you can, right?
Yes, you do.
So, basically, you want to hear what we're up to? Is that what it is?
Yeah, we'd love to hear what you're up to, and do you have a goal or a challenge that we can help you with?
Well, not really. I kind of just want to be there to help out. Just see if I can have any words or nuggets of wisdom for anyone tonight.
So can you tell us what you're up to so people know a little bit about your area of expertise?
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I'm with a company called Baziz, and we do social media management for businesses who are too busy to manage their social media, and training for the rest of you that want to learn it. And everything in between, like web design, pay-per-click, anything to get you on the web in front of the people that you're trying to get in front of.
Awesome. And I know at the summit there was probably a lot of people that that are like, social media, oh no.
I want to, it really made me think. I see there's a lot of people who really want to learn how to do it, and I really want to be there for them. So I'm really trying to think about putting not just one-on-one coaching, like on the needs of where people are, but actually putting training programs together. So that's kind of something that over the weekend that really made me think about that.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, education videos, education classes, all of those can either be used as a product to generate revenue, or it can be also used as a lead, like a lead magnet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's popular right now too. Helping people get online.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. It's a little overwhelming, and
yeah, it kind of is. I figure I can help out people in my corner of the world, so everybody takes care of their corner. It'll be a nice world.
Absolutely great. Well, let's go plug into Sonia, and then we can also strategize with you, unless Douglas, you have something you want to pop in also. But
Yeah.
Kimberly, we can powwow on some ways of, what those educational things, and see if there's some other stuff there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Sonia, we are going to mastermind, and just so that anybody that's watching this can really look at what's possible, even though we're working with Sonia, this can apply for events, any event. This can apply for a webinar. Some of these things are really universal to be looking at. How do you attract clients that are higher paying? Sonia, I'm trying to unmute you, and it will not let me do that. So maybe you can play with it. Can you hear us okay?
How's that?
I can hear you. Yay. Oh, but it's in and out. So while she's in and out.
Ready in the driveway.
Okay.
We're pulling in the driveway right now, so we should be stable here in just a second.
Okay, perfect. So we'll go ahead, and I'm going to just share a couple things, and then Gio and Douglas and David and Kimberly, if you all want to chime in. So I know there's basics with events that you want to look at. Some of that's your marketing collateral that can be really helpful. Do you have a flyer? Is there memes that people can use in social media? What marketing material do you have in place? One is your general marketing material, but in our community, where we're a tribe and we're supporting each other, what are things that you can give us that can help us spread that word? I've seen things, and I call them swipes. It's kind of an affiliate marketing thing, but with the swipes, it is pre-made marketing materials. So I know, like with the mentors of the summit, there was a couple of emails that were pre-written, and all they had to do was kind of fill in the blanks. And then there were also some social media tweets and Facebook and LinkedIn specific stuff, but it's literally a document that I sent that was probably 6 or 7 pages long, but that way it made it, there wasn't a bunch of effort on their part other than cut and paste and make any changes. So swipes, I found, are a great tool that can be used, even over and over again. Some of them that I did from my 3rd summit, I'm still able to use in the 10th summit, but changing the dates and stuff. So swipes, I found, can be a great asset for your, a product or an event, or something that you're specifically working on to help others share your message.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. So that would be pre-written emails and social media posts.
Social media posts, and even memes, because it's the images are really powerful. So if you can give them images, then that can help, with the algorithms and the viral share and things like that. And like, I go on to Fiverr, or I'm sure Nathan's program. I haven't used it yet for the images, but I've went on to Fiverr and I've gotten, like 5 images for $10, and it's really nice. They can change them and make them, very useful.
I'm going to jump in here talking about images. Pixabay, PIXABAY.com, are free, royalty free. You don't have to attribute anything. They've got great photos on there. And PEXELS, Pexels, that's another one. Great pictures. If you remember when I was rolling out the Outrageous course, and I had all of those weird catchy images, those all came for free. I got them all for nothing. So look at that. You can then use Publisher and overlay a statement on each one, or go to Adobe Spark. That's free as well. So you can create those, or have somebody create them for you.
David, what was that one? What?
Pixels, PEXELS.com. I'll send you the links. I got a half a dozen free places.
Okay, cool.
There's also a number of meme generators out there too that are really easy to use. none of them are coming to my mind right now, but I'll look while we chat and I'll throw them up on the chat board here.
Yeah, can you put them in the chat? That would be so great. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, they're super easy to use. I mean, literally just upload a picture and type your text and it's there.
Cool.
Yay. Thank you.
You could put them up on the chat thingy?
Yep, we'll put them up on the chat and then I'll read them when they come up.
Great, thank you.
So Marty, we're masterminding right now, but I promise we'll get to you because we want to hear from you too. Right now we're talking about filling events, filling high-end events, getting customers and building that funnel. Sonia has these wellness retreats that she's working on. So Gio or David, anybody else want to add some ideas on how to have a full house?
What you might want to consider also is doing a little 10 or 15 minute mini training on a video. And this is coming from a guy who's got a face for radio, I know, but I'm going to actually use videos to introduce my course. And, if you roll out a mini training 2 or 3 times and ask them to sign up, you then can capture their lead and market to them. So you might want to consider that.
So it's kind of like a
Yeah, I have planned to do I have a 5-day challenge that's going to be exactly that, a lead generation to send emails to.
Perfect. Anybody else? Okay, so one of the things also, Sonia, is our best referrals I've found some of the quickest opportunities are existing clients or people that have experienced you before. Like you might be able to get all 16 of them by calling people that you know and that have experienced your really powerful, incredible work. And they may be just waiting saying, oh my goodness, I've been waiting for you to do something like this. So be thinking about, your 20 raving fans or 30 raving fans that you have that you could get the information out. Now, I would definitely send them some marketing material, but I found that, and everybody's different. I know we have technology guys, but for me, a lot of my transactions happen by picking up the phone and actually having a conversation about it. So, just sending out emails and social stuff has not been, it gets attention. I do get maybe 1 or 2 here and there, but when it comes to a higher ticket item, there does need to be that conversation and sharing of what's really in it for them and kind of talking to their needs and their pains of how this will be a solution.
Good.
Yeah, I don't think that there's any substitute for a direct enrollment conversation and identifying like how you're going to support them and what's in it for them. It's a lot more time consuming, or it can be, or you can also enroll other people to enroll those people too.
Good.
Yeah, so remember to tap into people that know and love you, because you've touched a lot of people, Sonia, and that there's individuals right now that are looking for it. The other thing is there individuals, I know you're at CEO Space, be talking to some of these corporate heads of the pain point of, I'm just going to tell you, I mean, one of the biggest things, one of the many reasons why business fails, one is underfunding, but the other is health. And that can take out, that can take a company out if they don't have the infrastructure to support it. So as you're at least at this conference, be talking about that pain point. I know it's not always a fun thing to talk about. I like to talk about positive or good news, but the fact is that we have to take care of our health. And I don't think people always think about that. Gio, do you want to add anything? Obviously, press releases and stuff are great.
Yeah, I mean, using the go-tos are always important, but you're also probably looking at a bigger audience than locally, correct? You're in going for a nationwide audience.
Yeah, the first event's going to be in Orlando. I actually have people in Australia, have half a dozen people in Australia that are all asking me to come right now, curiously enough. So, and I've done 2 retreats in Australia, so, you know, they're asking me to come back, so.
Well, get those 6 to find 2 apiece more, and you'll end up with 18, and then you can afford to go.
I'll be going there instead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're seeding it right now. Actually, I'm seeding it through conversations back and forth, and they happen to be public conversations on Facebook posts. And so that's actually how they're all engaging. I'm not even reaching out to them per se. It's just through having conversation in the on streams on posts, you know. So
You're going to find your best luck there. Media, unfortunately, isn't going to pick up probably a lot of the storyline there, just because there's so many different, you know,
yeah,
people that are doing that. So you really have to build your audience organically, you know, and do it through your social media and your own communication structure. So
yeah, and that's how I've done it in the past. You know, word of mouth travels fast, so that's been very successful for me already.
Awesome. So was this helpful?
It's awesome. Thank you very much.
Great. Okay, before we go to Marty and say hello, I wanted to give some of Douglas's awesome tools. And we have somebody on Facebook. Oh, hi, Pamela. Okay, so first I'm going to share Douglas's resources. It's memegenerator.net, memegenerator.net, and imgflip.com/meme generator. And imgur.com, imgur.com/meme gen. So these are some of the tools that you said, Douglas, that you use to create images. And
yeah, and several of them will allow you to set up an account as well. So you can create your memes and then save them to your account, and then in turn continue to use them, or, you know, allow other people to share them, etc. So, and sometimes they even have great images that are on there already that could work. So
that is great. Thank you.
Sure, of course.
So Robert Green, it says, great to see everyone here tonight. I'm sorry I missed the Business Acceleration Summit last week. What a great group of mentors this evening. I'm quietly working on a new foundation to expand my philanthropic palette to enable crypto philanthropy that is still pretty early in development, but I invite all to check out globalcryptofoundation.org, globalcryptofoundation.org, for a taste of what my team is trying to achieve. Your feedback would be greatly appreciated as I build the MVP. I'm looking for feedback early, and yours is exactly what I'm looking for. So that's globalcryptofoundation.org. And Robert, I would also say, if you haven't downloaded our app, the Business Acceleration Network app, go in and go ahead and post this in there also. This exact thing of what, you know, inviting people to take a look and see what's there. I think that would be wonderful. So, and he also gave a topic on events. One of my passions is Project Club Esteem. We just had an annual fundraiser party for the purpose. And it says this party's been going on for over 10 years and it gets bigger each year. He works with young adults, which is awesome. Thank you, Robert, for joining us. So we now have Miss Marty Ward. Are you available, Marty? I know she's, there we go.
How are y'all?
We're doing great.
Yay. Amazing. We're not dancing.
So tell us about you and how we can support you. What are you up to?
Well, I'm now getting ready for the unconference. So how I could get support is in spreading the word, I guess, about the unconference, and that to sign up for the VIP so you can hear my fabulous presentation. And come to my booth so you can sign up to have a amazing profit breakthrough with me. So any publicity along that line, or any promotion, or any thoughts about how to, if anyone who heard my talk wants to share any honest feedback, that would be great. I'm working on it. I want to improve it, so I'm open.
So Marty, I know you joined us late, and we have a gentleman on the line Douglas Mack, who has GetRocketCards.com, GetRocketCards.com, that does just that, just to let you know. So you, and Doug, maybe you want to share, and then I was going to ask how the people can give you feedback. But Douglas, did you want to say hi real quick?
Yeah, actually, so I wanted to just ask really quick what the unconference was, because again, being brand new to the area, I'm sure you all might know what it's about, but I am clueless, and I'd love to know about it.
Okay, the unconference is a conference that is for women, but also men. It's the Women's Prosperity Network that is putting it on in Orlando, the 12th through the 15th of October. And I am a speaker at the VIP luncheon.
Okay.
So, a 3-day conference, and they'd love to have you come.
Awesome. So what is it about specifically? What is the general vibe of the conference, and what's the goal and the audience, other than women, of course? And men occasionally.
Yeah, so, and then men. Yes, there are members who are men.
Okay.
So it's women who are entrepreneurs who want to grow and expand their business. It's about speaking. It's about the business of speaking. It's about business in general. Topics can range, like they've had the email guy there. What's
Michael Gerber.
Michael Gerber's been spoken there.
He's fantastic.
Yeah. So there's those kind of people that speak there. I'm not, to be honest with you, I can't rattle off who's there.
I can.
Oh, good.
Wendy Lipton Dibner's going to be there, and she teaches you about how to speak on impact. She has at times got 6 figures in speaking for specific events. She's really dynamic with that. There's also Rook, yeah, who has a formula for Facebook and Facebook ads. I know Tasha Chen is going to be there, who owns the Science of Getting Rich Academy. Yeah, there's a wide range, and they are overall, there's 3 sisters that run it, but they are very, you can literally go to them and say finances or marketing or whatever you're at in your business. They're really kind of master trainers in all different levels.
Nice. Thank you for the clarity.
Yeah, and Gio, I know you're single. It might be a great place for you to come. They actually have a great deal on tickets.
I think he fell out of his chair.
Killing me, Smalls. Actually, I am probably going to that because I bought into Nancy's the One Philosophy package, and it included the admission to the conference. So yeah, maybe I'll make a trip over there and find a couple of future ex-wives.
Perfect. So is that is the URL on that unconference.com, or what does the URL look like?
Yes, I think it's the WPN, the unconference. Let me look it up.
Yeah, and
okay.
I think the tickets are $97 for 3 days. If that's not it, then you can reach out to Marty or myself, and we can connect you with one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great thing in Orlando.
Great. Yeah, so if we could get the URL in the notes too, that would be awesome on the chat. And Marty, just real quick on the note of Rocket Cards and where that comes into play for speakers. There's a couple really cool things behind it. Number one, you can get really honest feedback from the folks that are listening to your presentation because it's all anonymous. So you never know who's actually giving you the feedback. And you can ask very pointed questions. So anything that you want to know specifically about your presentation, that's how we would, design the survey to go out to their mobile device. And I don't know if you heard what I do or not, but we do digital feedback. It all starts with a text. So at the end of your presentation, you could invite feedback through sending a text message. So it might be like text Marty to 72727 and let me know how I did. And for doing this, you could get this free book or this giveaway or whatever else you wanted to do to kind of entice people to give you feedback. The other part that's really cool about that is all of those texts that are sent, you can use that for future marketing. So all of the numbers that text in, you get a list of those numbers that are part of your account that, let's say then you're speaking at another event someplace else, you can promote that event and where you're going to be speaking right to people's pockets. You can send a text out, it hits them right in their pocket, and then they can register, and you might give them a link to where they can register for that event. And we use this, for example, and I was part of several chamber boards.
Douglas, did you explain all this before I got on?
Nope, not this part. So yeah, so we've used it in chamber boards where the chamber is really landlocked, and the only way to generate new revenue is by getting more people attending events, because there's no place for a new business to open up. It's again a great way for you to create revenue, or if you're writing books or things like that, you could tell people about a book that you have coming out, and again send them a text. So there's two sides to it. One is getting feedback, and the other is using it as a marketing tool.
Okay, well I'd love to talk to you more about that.
Sure, hope that's helpful.
Yeah, thank you.
And so what would be the best way to reach you?
I'm gonna
Douglas, should we tell her what's the best?
Yeah, so I could go ahead and put my contact information in the chat here, if that would be great.
Okay.
I spelled coach wrong, but other than that, I put my stuff in there.
Minor details.
Exactly.
So Marty, one of the things you might want to consider doing when people, and this again, anybody that's listening, this can be universal for you participating in things. So for example, Marty, you got to speak at the summit. So ideally you could create a Facebook event and share, I'm speaking at whatever hotel at this time, and can have a tie-in for the unconference, but really making it about you and your presence and what you're giving, and using that to share, with social media to gather that interest.
Right.
Sometimes we feel like if things aren't our events that's not possible, but at least with my events, and I imagine with Nancy's, I always encourage people, act like it's your own. Mm-hmm. You've invested time and money to be there, so use that and create your own. And if there's a way to piggyback on what she's doing, definitely post in there and let people know what you're up to. But you also have a pretty nice following too, Marty.
Yes. So,
besides, it's easier to beg forgiveness than it is to ask for permission.
Exactly. Well, I mean, all I'm doing is promoting her. So, like our Gio wrote the fabulous press release that got in Florida today. So,
Yes.
So I want to capitalize on that. So I'll put that into, so it got into some Facebook, I put it in some places, but I'll do it again.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any ideas for Marty with her speaking?
And I'm looking for other speaking events as well. Okay,
so I think you've talked to ABWA, American Business Women's Association.
About 3 years ago.
Okay, so they're starting to book 2018. I know the evening chapter here in our area.
Okay.
So that would be one to look at speaking at.
Okay. Do you know who to contact?
I have to look it up. It's Sue, I think is her first name.
Is it Sue Parker?
Sue Parker, yep.
Sue knows me. And actually, I've been trying to reach her to work with a sheriff and on the parenting thing, and she never has gotten back to me. Do you have her number there?
I found that it's best to connect with her on Facebook.
I've done that. It doesn't work.
Doesn't? Okay. I'll see if I can find something else to.
Well, I mean, I know her. It's not like she doesn't know who I am.
Yeah.
But it's up to you what you want to do.
Yeah.
Marty, have you looked at speakerhub.com?
No, Speaker Hub?
Yeah. I just filled out 2 today.
Oh.
So,
SpeakerHub.com.
yeah, go through that.
Okay. So you just go on and people are looking for speakers?
Yeah, you can get a free account or a pro account, and the pro account unlocks the paid speaking events.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. And you did the pro and got 2 events?
I just went off a pro last month. I don't know why, but I just did. And we'll see how this.
Speaking from it.
Oh, I've spoken at 3 different places as a
Okay.
result of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I got a great connection in Belgium as a result of it. They reached out to me, and so I've already sent them several pieces of material for them to go on. It's called Growth Cafe, and I've been in communication with them for about 5 or 6 months now.
Oh, nice. What's
So
Growth?
it's been a great contact. I'm getting some international coverage now.
Cool. What's Growth?
Yeah. It's actually it's called growthcafe.net, I think it is. I'm not sure.
Like groping?
No, GROWTH.
Okay.
Growth Cafe.
And
Lou.
she's still dancing. What can we do?
Yeah, what?
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure me and Gio would be there looking for our next ex-wife if that existed.
So Growth Cafe, and that is where you're going to be speaking, or that's another speaking gig?
That's a you can put online information on there, courses, programs. There's all kinds of opportunities there. Not speaking engagements, however.
Okay. All right.
Not yet, anyway.
Okay.
And Marty, I know it's not a live speaking event, but there is that guest radioguestlist.com. Radioguestlist.com. You don't have to get a paid account. I have not had a paid account and have been able to go through and see what hosts are looking for guests. And what's great is it will usually tell you how many listeners or downloads they have, what topics they're looking for, so you can kind of feed through what's best for you. And there's some pretty big hitters on there.
All right. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And Sonia, that would be good for you. I mean, anybody that's on here. Douglas, you could probably talk about customer, feedback, and Kimberly, you could talk about Facebook. I mean, I think that radio guest list there's all kinds of topics.
Okay.
It all adds up. If you get a copy of it, you put it on your website. That's just another media opportunity being out there on the web. So that's good.
Right. Yeah, I really need to capitalize on that, which I haven't been. Well, my website's being redesigned, so anyway. Put on website.
And Britt Allen, Britt Allen here locally. Have you been on her show?
I have for the kids.
Okay, because I've heard it's growing. She's getting a pretty nice following. She might be somebody to connect with also.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, I did the kids about a year or 2 ago.
Okay.
So I could see about doing the adults.
Okay.
I don't know the specifics behind it, but I just posted the URL because I remember hearing this in several different podcasts. But there's thegreatcourses.com. And I don't know if that's the kind of thing that you're looking to do, but David just got me thinking about that. It's my understanding that you can not only go through various courses, but also that you can create them, if that's of any support as well.
Thank you very much.
And I have Sue Parker's phone number, if you're ready.
Judy, I'm ready.
321
Mm-hmm.
749
Mm-hmm.
4684.
4684. Thank you.
Okay, so we have 3 more minutes. I'd love to just hear from each one of you any final closing remarks. before we say good evening. This was great. Douglas, you fit right in. Like you are, doesn't he?
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
It's
that.
like it feels like he's been with us all along already.
I know.
It's, I have a big mouth, so it's really easy to just jump right in. And no, I honestly, I really, really love helping people. And if there's anything that I can do, by all means, my schedule is typically pretty free. So my contact information is there. Don't hesitate to reach out.
So can oh, go ahead.
No, sorry. I'll be really quick because I know we're gonna wrap this up. But I'll also share that my background and what I've done working with small businesses for the last 20 years is payments. So payment processing, so e-commerce, and if you ever have anyone who's looking for a solution like at events and things of that nature, that's really a strong specialty of mine.
Okay, so Doug, my question was, can I say your information on the live stream?
Sure, of course.
Okay, so it's
yeah. Let me give you a different phone number. I put my mobile phone number up on the chat there. Yeah. So let me give you my corporate phone number instead.
You can go ahead and say your contact information so they can hear you if you'd like. Okay,
awesome. So my email address would be doug@getrocketcards.com. That's DOUG at getrocketcards.com. And the phone number is 614, actually I'll give you the toll free, 888-729-3948, 888-729-3948, and my direct extension is 1008.
Awesome. So any final closing remarks on your end?
None. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. You guys have been fantastic. I'm so glad that I made it this time. I wanted to make it to another one, and I'm really glad that I got here this time. Okay. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yay. Welcome. Okay, David, you want to go next?
Yeah, just another great meeting. I'm appreciative. We had a great BAS. Thank you again, Shannon. It was wonderful. And I'm smiling a lot more, so it's good.
Awesome. Well, David, thank you for sponsoring some of our future leaders and the event. David stepped up as a pretty hefty sponsor, which all of our sponsors actually pay and fund not only for, some of the marketing and making the event happen as wonderfully as it does, but they also pay it forward to where we have future leaders, individuals that are under the age of 25. So thank you, David. You had a great impact.
My pleasure. Remember the days, October 17th at the Mansion, 6 p.m. and online, October 25th. Watch for the news on going from zero to hero in only 5 steps.
Awesome.
And the Mansion here in Melbourne?
Yes, that's correct.
And what was it?
It's the Entrepreneurs Marketing Mastermind. Gio and I are co-presenters of a free marketing training and PR training.
On October 16th.
17th. Third Tuesday of every month.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
David, can you send Marty the meetup link so that she can become a permanent member of the meetup group? Or do you want to post it? If you post it in this chat room, then everybody can see it too.
I'll have to go find it. So give me a minute.
Okay, yeah, you'll have a little bit of time. I'm going to do one plug since my husband's not here real quick for him, and then we'll hear final remarks from Marty and Sonia. And Ari and I are both speaking at the Achieve Health Systems Conference, where it's Explode Your Client Base. So we're looking for individuals that are, or he is, I just happen to be speaking there in marketing, but individuals that are in health and wellness, fitness, own gyms. We had one gentleman who developed a concussion device, and the gentleman that's putting it on, he just has this brain that's like a franchise expert. It's not about franchises, but I'm just using that as an example. So please don't take it as that. But he has this brain where he sees systems that can help you multiply. He's one of those. He first started a gazillion years ago, and he was able to take his fitness business up to high 6 and 7 figures, where most people were making under 100,000 a year. And he's so passionate about changing the impact of our planet with our health and well-being, that he's now making it, you know, helping others in the industry really get out there and kind of celebritize themselves. So we have some tickets. It wouldn't cost you anything to attend. You could come as our guest, and it is in Denver, Colorado on the 18th and 19th. So if anybody is interested, please let me know at info@shannongronich.com, info@shannongronich.com, or you can call 321-549-2128, 321-549-2128.
So achievehealthsystems.com is the name of the conference?
I will get the name of the conference, and I will post that up there. So Marty, do you want to do closing remarks?
Well, I just, again, you know, the summit was just amazing, and all the people who contributed, and the fun that we had, and the joy, and your fabulous leadership, and teaching us how to go through a crisis with grace and ease was fabulous. And I appreciated the opportunity to speak and to, you know, be there and, you know, be a part of the give and take of the whole program.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Marty, and thank you for all that you do. It was wonderful to have. I swear, each one of you that are here tonight, it's so funny that you're here, but each one of you, as I was going through this, it was like you were my rock that helped me know that this would be okay, from the, you know, the whooping cough to everything that was there. I've spoke to each one of you a number of times on the phone, and you were really my rock when I was like questioning or doubting. It was like, okay, I got Marty on my team. I could call her and she'll help, or I've got Sonia, or David will help with this. And so thank you. I'm putting the website in there now. It's achievesystemspro.com, achievesystemspro.com. Hey, Sonia?
Yes, I just want to say thank you for the summit as well. It was really great. I actually have a request for a speaking gig, as well as JJ and Darlene, is it? With Silhouette. We have some follow-up work to do there as well. So that's really exciting. And yeah, really grateful for the opportunities. Thank you.
Perfect. Well, tell that handsome French man of yours that we really were grateful for him coming with you.
Yeah. He's terrific. Hold on.
He heard you.
We love you.
Okay, let's see. Kimberly.
Hey, hey, me again. Me and Chili.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah. See, it was so neat. Tonight I came to give and I received, and I'm appreciative. I have no idea where to go with the training, if I want to do it in person or webinars, and then I picked up just so much by hearing you give advice to Marty. So thank you, everyone. I look forward to seeing you guys at the Marketing Mastermind, and I would like that information from Marty about her speaking engagement. That sounds very interesting.
Ah, wonderful. Well, I've got my email right in the chat box.
I'm on my mobile device. I'm on my phone, so I can't see the chat.
Okay.
Even though I'm scrolling, because I don't see it.
I'll send it to you through Facebook right now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll send it to her through Facebook.
Yeah. Send me Kimberly's.
You're amazing, Shannon. I don't know how. It's like you're posting on one thing and the next thing, because you know that's what I do. I'm on constantly on Facebook and I watch what you do, and I don't. It's like you're over here doing something that I see you posting over here. You're just amazing. You're amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shannon, can you tell me where this is at on Facebook, by the way?
This is on. You can go to the facebook.com/Business Acceleration Summit.
Okay.
And that it is live streaming there. It does come from my personal page, but I shared it there, and then you can access my personal page. And I still have room for a few more friends. I'm almost at 500, so, or 5,000.
Wow, I didn't know that I was connecting with someone famous. That's pretty exciting.
That's not famous. Oh, that's funny. Okay. All right, Marty or Kimberly, I'm sending you Marty's information now.
Okay. Okay.
All right, and Gio, let's hear some of your closing remarks. I'm not unmuting you though. I was busy doing something else, so you are muted. Okay, there you go.
All right. Yeah, it's been great. Glad to see everybody that was able to join today, and just remember, keep promoting, marketing your business, and do everything you can to get your name out there. Do the best you can, and to help your community, your employees, your customers. We'll have a great business.
Awesome. Okay, and my last thing is we have our Summit at Sea coming up next year. So if you're interested in, it's a small, intimate group, but we are taking a week out on the ocean. We're going to Jamaica. We're going to Mexico. We've got 3 days on the ship, which will be conference and mastermind and some of the many wonderful things that we do on land. And then we'll also have time for some fun excursions and more. So if you are interested in joining us, please get with me because we have very limited seats, cabins, and would love to have each one of you join us. So with that, we will be back here in 2 weeks at 7:30. Feel free to connect on Facebook, and if there's anything I can do, please let me know. My number is 321-549-2128, and thank you for being here tonight and all that you gave. I was taking notes. Look at this. So it was awesome. I'll see you soon. Have a great night.
Good night.
Bye. Bye.